And David Kleiniger with the first one.
How's it going, Zeb? Thanks for doing this. Just describe your mentality going in tonight. Were there any nerves? When did you settle in? If so, how do you feel about your overall performance?
Obviously, a couple of throws I wish you'd have had back and executed on, but overall, I think we went out there and executed what we wanted to do. We wanted to take care of the ball, take no sacks, and I think we did that. Credits to the guys up front; they did a great job, and it was a team effort. And I think just the attitude in the locker room before the game was really fun and enjoyable, and it was easy to. There was no nerves just because of that.
Mike Yuva.
Zeb, you mentioned, there was no nerves. Do you feel like after that first series, especially being able to get the quick pick right there to be able to get you guys back on the field, how comfortable did you feel like you were able to settle in being able to get back out there after that 3-and-out?
Right. Obviously, you can feel the energy in the stadium. Everything changes. Your mindset changes when you get the ball back right there. Obviously we didn't want to go 3-and-out, but we got it right back and we got to drive it down and score and, set the tone for the game.
Ben Portnoy.
Zeb, I know you had a bunch of family here. I know your dad doesn't get to see you in person too much, but to be able to have him here and have the rest of your family here and grandparents and everything, just what was that like? And playing in a game that maybe, a couple of weeks ago, really, you didn't necessarily think you'd be playing in.
Right. I mean, it's obviously, a childhood dream and a moment that I've always lived for, and I'm really excited about it. I only got to see him right at the very end of Carolina, the walk before the game, so I'm excited to go out there and see them, get to see my uncle. I hadn't got to see him in a really long time, so I'm really excited to see him. And, credits to all the fans in the pregame walk. That was something I've never been a part of and I've never seen, and, I just look forward to a lot of home games.
Ben Brenner.
Hey, Zeb. It seemed like the offensive staff definitely let you guys get a little bit funky with some of the stuff you did, not playing particularly vanilla. How much, when you kind of saw that, did your eyes kind of light up, and does that empower you guys as players a little bit more to kind of be able to get that creative early on?
Yeah, it's really exciting just because, you can score fast. And, I really enjoy handing the ball off and watching the O-line go to work and lean on those guys and impose their will. So, I knew what was coming in the game plan, and I was just, happy to be out there. And like I told you guys the very first meeting, I was really excited to get back in a huddle, command a huddle, and go in there and talk to those guys a little bit before each play. And I'm just happy about the way we played up front. Sometimes stats don't matter. It's what you see behind the scenes in the huddle when it's just 11 guys.
Jeffrey Collins.
Want to know, as an SEC starter, did you ever dream you'd have that line?
You play in the backyard football and you hope you get that opportunity. But, it really didn't hit me till we got off the bus and went, got to walk and got to be with the fans and give high fives and all that. It just hits a little different in the SEC. I felt like that walk was forever, and it was in slow motion just because it's all surreal to me, and I never thought I was going to get to do it again. And just being on the player side of it, going out there and going through my pregame warm-up, and just little things like that make the win just a little bit better.
Joe Machica.
Hey, Zeb, you kind of just touched on it there for a second. I know you've played at Iowa State, what have you, but what was the main difference coming into Willie B and playing in an SEC atmosphere?
Well, it kind of goes back to the summer. When we got recruits coming to town and we show the videos, and, the first time I ever saw the Willie B video that we showed recruits, I got chills, and I was like, man, I really wish I could play in that environment. And, I know I haven't mentioned it much, but a huge mentor for me is Connor Shaw. My dad actually coached against him and his dad back in high school, and I've always really respected what he did, and he came here and he left a legacy like no other. And, I really lean on him for guidance because he's a good Christian man, and I can talk to him one-on-one, and we relate really well to each other. So, just little things like that, because he makes me embrace, the little things, running down and getting the student section hyped before, when you run out of the tunnel. He just prepared me for all the moments that he knew were coming, and I think that's why I didn't have many nerves and got to relax.
Chris Lowe.
Sorry about that, the delay, Zeb. how much of a whirlwind has the last month been, man, to go from being a GA to getting out there that first scrimmage, and now here we are in the first game. I just wonder how quickly and how crazy it's been this last month.
It's been extremely crazy. I mean, it feels like yesterday we were in our first scrimmage and my dad came and watched. And, you know, I told him on the field after the game in that interview, like, each day flies by so fast because, you know, when you're younger and a freshman, it kind of goes slow because you're not getting to play as much. You're not doing everything that a starter does. But, you know, each day I wake up and I'm thankful for a new day. And, you know, when my alarm goes off, I wake up and I'm fired up, ready. You know, I know Coach Beamer said all the time, but I'm fired up to go to work too, just because I love to be around these guys. And, you know, there's always a little dog left in anybody. I mean, I said it to Mike P. this summer. I was like, I know you might be old, but you got a little dog left in you. And he said, hey, man, we both got a lot of dog left in us. And that, you know, those little moments like that, you know, come back to you. You know, like when I got taken out, that moment hit me, you know. There's still a little dog left in anybody, and, you know, just dig down and fight deep.
Mike Yuba.
Zeb, you know, being able to have the experience and the relationship with a guy like Trey Lands and being able to lean on him, and, you know, the story you shared, the page shut your phone off that day. I mean, you're not naive. You know that there was a lot of things being said on a national level. Being able to go out there, how are you able to kind of push that off all to the side and just be able to play, not feeling necessarily like you have to prove something to anyone?
You know, I think Coach Sept did a great job of just, you know, slowing me down. I know that he seems like when he's on the field and you guys see him, he's high-wired and high-strung, and he is. But, like, the last 2 days he's been really calm, soft-spoken, you know, kept everything in check, kept himself in check, and I think that it, you know, kind of leaked through the whole team that, okay, we're confident, prepared, and ready to go. You know, expect the unexpected, but I think that, you know, having Trey and watching him as a young kid, he had a lot to prove. I mean, he's 19 years old and going out there and just doing my job.
Take three more, Dick. Ben. Dick Cox.
You come out of retirement and throw 4 touchdown passes in the first half. What do you do for an encore, and what do you see your role being the rest of the year now?
Right. You know, like I said earlier, my job is to go out there and run the offense, you know, eliminate sacks, eliminate turnovers, eliminate bad plays. And, you know, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. I mean, it doesn't matter to me who's playing quarterback, whether it's me or whoever. I mean, you know, I'm going to accept my role, and whatever it is, every day I'm going to come and work my butt off. And like I say all the time, I'm going to play every day like it's my last, because you never know when it's over. And just live in the moment and soak it all up, because, you know, realistically in January, the college football season's over in January, and that's all I got left. So just live in the moment and just enjoy it.
Ben Portnoy.
Zeb, I guess just when's the last time you threw 4 touchdowns in either a half or a game? And I think your dad had said that you might get a chance to go hunting tomorrow and relax a little bit. You going to be able to do that as well?
Yeah, at some point I hope so. I actually got to see Coach Step's dad after the game, and he's like, hey, boy, I hope you got your shotgun. I said, well, we got a big game next week, and, you know, I got to be focused on that. But, you know, just continue to enjoy it and have fun and bring a lot of energy. O-line got a lot of reps, a lot of run blocking, so I'm sure they'll be sore. So just get them going tomorrow and just get back at it and have fun.
Last one goes to Ben Briner.
Hey, Zeb, kind of as a quarterback, how helpful and valuable is it to have 2 tight ends like Jaheim and like Nick? How much easier do those guys make your life?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier. It's big bodies that can box someone out, and you can throw them low balls. And, you know, don't forget about EJ. I know I missed him. I wish I'd have waited a half second longer and got him a touchdown. He deserves it. I mean, he really, really does work hard, and I'm really proud of him too. But, you know, it's a full team effort, and those tight ends, man, they push each other every day. I mean, it isn't like you guys, you might think that Nick gets all these reps, Jaheim gets these reps, EJ gets these reps. Don't forget about Trey Kenyon and Key Mullins. Both those guys, they're really talented as well. And I think Kimmery does a good job of pushing those guys and continue to make them get better. And I just hope that, you know, we all can get better and be, you know, crazy 11 guys out there having a good time.
Thank you, Zeb.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Zeb. Appreciate it.
Zeb.